back here. Now from your exclusive home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Birmingham Barons and the Montgomery Biscuits. It's baseball, it's The Show, and it comes your way next. And he is going to have extra bases to start the evening. And he's in there safely. He's got a double. Douglas Tyson will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
Well, guys, one good game does not a season make. He's been hit.
Meanwhile, now the throw to the bag is there, and he is out at third base. In now. First opportunity in this one. Hard hit ball to second. Played on the back. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Batting.
Number 1 steps in now.
Now batting. Number 1.
And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul. Shot toward right center. That gets down, and the inning will continue. Around third and being waved on home. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's a 3-0 game, and he is in there. Douglas Tyson stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Grounded back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. In to score is the runner from third. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
Well, it's pretty evident that this is not going to be the outing that turns his fortunes around. Remember, he gave up 5 runs his last time out. This is already 4 in this one, so it may be back to the drawing board yet again.
Number 1 will step in with a double and a triple to his credit thus far.
Yeah, doing a nice job of barreling up the ball and finding gaps in this one. I like what I've seen from him.
And he is going to have extra bases to start the 4th. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night. Douglas Tyson steps in after hitting an RBI single his last time around.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
Hey, see it. Drive it. Let's go, big dogs.
Hey, drive it deep, big dog. Here we go.
And he'll step off. Runner's on his way to third.
He's safe.
But he gets back in time, safe at second base.
Come on, big guy. Get your pitch and let it rip. Let's go.
Ready on 1 and 2. Runner goes for third. Taken for strike 3, the throw. And he nails him at third. Great throw. Will Machado is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that goal has to accept.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left. Number 1 makes his way to the plate with 2 doubles and a triple to his credit.
And you know he's just itching to hit right now. When it's going this well for you, you can't get enough.
Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. To second for 1. Relay to first in time. Javier Piedra digs in. He reached on a walk his last time up and later came around to score. Line toward right center. That gets down and he's got himself a base hit. Number 1 makes his way to the plate with 2 doubles and a triple to his credit.
The batter, number 1.
Hits it high and deep out to center field. Manning going back to the track and just short of a home run. This ball's off the wall. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game. Douglas Tyson takes his turn now, looking to add some insurance to their lead in the form of that run standing out at second base. Runner breaks for third, and he is out, retreating to second as they slap the tag on him. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, Matty, he definitely led the way. You'll see there, he turned in a 4-hit performance, and that definitely keyed his guys to the victory.
And we're back with our minor league pregame. MLB The Show's coverage of minor league baseball is on the air as we continue our tour around. Number 1 will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. From the stretch. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. EK, as we take a look at our home 9 as they take the field here this afternoon. They come in on the heels of a victory last time out, but they've been in a bad stretch recently, losing 5 of their last 8 ball games.
And in terms of the homestand, they've won 2 and lost 2, so not much to say about that except you hate to give away games at home. You'd like to see a little more consistent effort going forward.
On to first to complete the double play. Darren Kimura will get his first opportunity here, and as you can see, he's got that average up over the 290 mark to begin play. Sent on the ground out to second. A dive, and he knocks it down, and not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach. Cliff Waddell will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Scooped up. And boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag. Jose Calderon will stand in. He singled to lead off the home first.
And it was a nice at-bat, too, Matty. He looked really, really comfortable up there.
Hit out towards second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. Number 1 will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. Here's a swing, and oh man! Way out of here. A solo shot here to left. Number 18 for him on the campaign, and this ball game is tied at 1.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered. And
Number 1 will stride in again, and you can bet he'd love to do again what he did back in the 4th. A solo home run here that's been the only long ball of the game so far.
On the bag, pick up the ball.
And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning. Dino Bruno will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. Heading out towards shallow right. Ramirez has a beat on it, looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. But he'll wisely think better of it. Chris Mudd steps in, working on a 1 for 2 game so far. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner. Douglas Tyson will stride in, popped out and singled in his 2 trips. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Hit hard on the ground to third.
There you go, make the turn.
And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left. Number 1 will stand in now in one of the bigger at-bats of the ballgame to this point, as he'll do so with the bases loaded.
And that key hit still hasn't shown up yet. Like you say.
And he has come through, as this ought to be enough to get him the lead. The tying run scores. Here's the go-ahead run to score. The runner from first crosses the plate. Throw to third will not be in time. It's a 3-run triple. Dino Bruno strides forward now with a very important insurance run standing over at third.
Yeah, this one's been a well-played, close game, so that's a big run down there.
Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip it on to first, and with it, that ends the inning. So they pick up 3 runs on only 2 hits in the inning. Number 1 will have a shot now, needing only a single, the easiest of them all to complete the cycle. First delivery to him on the way. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Hiedra looks up. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. And a good offensive performance here, but I think we can agree on naming this fellow right here as our top player of the game.
Yeah, maybe a little disappointing that he couldn't finish off the cycle, especially since all he needed was the single, but all in all, still a great offensive performance.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Back here with our minor league. Getting you ready. From your exclusive home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show is on the air. Michael Tony will stand in for the first time now, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark to begin play.
This guy just keeps on rolling. You look at the season numbers, and they're excellent. 2 hits in yesterday's game to add to it.
On to first, a double play. Number 1 will stand in now, trying to duplicate his performance from yesterday when he finished 4 for 5 at the plate.
Well, you look at the average on the season, guys, and he's not sneaking up on anybody. Pretty amazing numbers for him right there. So yesterday's performance, obviously no fluke.
And he's in there safely. He's got a double. Lucius Fowler will get his first shot at it here, and he's got to be hoping to turn things around because you see the numbers over the last 5 games. Not much going on there at all. Now a spin and a throwback to second, and he is tagged out. Number 1 steps in now.
Now batting, number 1.
Drilled on the ground to short. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely. Now to the plate, Lucius Fowler. He singled his last time up.
And I think we mentioned it already, but that extended his hitting streak. Swinging a hot bat right now.
Skied into straightaway right. Moving under it, Gonzalez. He makes the play. Runner tags and heads for third.
All right, you're here.
And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away.
Hey, one pitch right here.
Striding into the box, Heath Hamilton. He reached on a single in his first try. Ready now with the payoff pitch. A swing, and it's popped in the air back behind first. And he drops it. And the effort pays off as he's able to recover and get the second out of the inning. Roger Katimer heads for the box to start off the fifth in this one.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Start with a ground out, one away.
Now batting.
An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the fifth. And boy,
Uy.
line drive to left. And that'll get down for a base hit. Lucius Fowler steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And he nails him at third. Great throw. Runner aboard at first here with 2 gone in a 1-1 ball game.
No,
On the move again from first. Grounded to short. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left. Michael Toney will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
And that's what happens when you get 2 starters that are on top of their game. It's been defense, not a lot of base runners, and a very even game through 6 innings.
And the throw to first is in time. Number 1 digs in here. 3 hits, including a double to this point.
That's swinging it very well up there right now. I got to tell you, 3-hit games always feel good.
And this is down for extra bases. And there's your winning run moving into scoring position. And he is in at third safely, so the winning run is 90 feet. Lucius Fowler will come in now in a big spot, and the infield, I would think, would have to come in now with the game tied.
Yeah, you've got to cut this run down at the plate if at all possible. So this may move everybody into the lip of the grass.
Katimer is there, and he's got it for the first out. And he will make it back in there. He's safe at third. Heath Hamilton readies for a big at-bat here. All he needs is a fly ball to bring home that winning run at third.
Yeah, and you know that he wants to drive this one deep if possible and just end it right now. But
Francisco in now, hitless to this point, but with a chance to be a hero here.
Well, he knows better than anybody in that lineup that one swing could make up for a whole game's worth of struggles.
To first, a play at the plate, and he is out at the plate. Taking a chance, trying to end the ball game, but instead. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, Matty, he definitely led the way. You'll see there, he turned in a 4-hit performance, and that definitely keyed his guys to the victory.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com. The Barons come out on top.
Like those stats.
Welcome back to the Minor League Pregame Show. I'm Matt Vasgersian, bringing you closer to Southern League play as we take a look at tonight's Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Number 1 will be our subject. And he's coming off a very nice game in which he racked up 4 hits and just looked dialed in at the plate.
Yeah, anytime you get yourself 4 base knocks in a game, you're doing something right. He might have gotten a couple of gifts in terms of good pitches to hit, but, you know, it's not about the pitches you get, it's what you do with them. And from what I saw, the balls were flying all over the yard off his bat. That performance was big for his team, and I'm sure they're hoping he can do it again in this one.
All right, pregame festivities are wrapping up. It's time for MLB The Show's coverage of minor league baseball is on the air as we continue our tour around the minor. Dirk Parker will stand in. He, too, had 3 hits in the win last night.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single. Edgar Ibarra will stand in now, just a few ticks shy of the 300 mark for the season. Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. The second for one. On the first, not in time as the umpire was right there to make the call. Number 1 strides forward with a hot bat in his hands. Great numbers over the past few games. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hit to short. Ting scoops it up. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So no runs here on 2 base hits. No errors. Stepping in, Dirk Parker, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Decent numbers, but nothing amazing from the left side of the plate so far this season.
Ground ball to second. This could be 2. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard. So stepping in, number 1, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here's the ball hit high in the air and fairly deep toward the right field corner. Baxter is back, and he reaches up to put it away for a long out number 1. And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting Roger Katimer will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
That's so dirty.
Number 1 will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on.
This ball's down, and that could bring in a run. Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate, and a relay home, and not in time as the second run scores.
Right?
And as you see right there, that'll push his hitting streak yet another game as he has been on fire this month.
Well, I'll tell you, anytime you go through a streak like this where you just keep getting base hit after base hit after base hit, you know, people start to take notice.
Lucius Fowler strides forward to bat again, coming off a home run that plated 3 scores in his last appearance.
Yeah, he absolutely crushed it earlier, so let's see if he can get into another one in this at-bat.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. And the runner's breaking for third. Pitch taken for ball 4. The throw.
Go in.
For as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
He's got donuts. Bro, that's crazy. Wait.
Chris Mudd digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. Edgar Ibarra will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. A nice
and the throw to first is there. The inning is over. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Bottom part of the in now, J.J. Fagan. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
It's crazy.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Not in time.
Oh, man, that would have been awesome.
Exceptional effort out there, but that base hit puts the potential tying run at first. Number 1 steps into the box.
Now batting, number 1.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Chop foul at the plate. Strike 1.
Just a little bit low.
Set to deliver the 0-1. This is line to left. Ledford is going to get there as he backs up to put it away. And there are 2. Dirk Parker steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
Oh, this is hit to third. Will it be 2?
He's
to
out.
second for 1, and he won't try for more than that as he's taken out pretty hard that time.
Well, this is a pretty smart decision
It
here
looks
at second base.
crazier for one of my daddies.
Clock running in his head, so he knows he's about to take a shot. So at that point, why risk throwing this ball into the dugout or into the 10th row? He just absorbs the hit, and he hangs on to the baseball.
Oh, let me call my mom. See what she's doing. Hey, have you gone outside yet? Go look at what's in the sky right now. Outside.
Where?
Just in the sky.
What? Not.
It's like a huge light. It's definitely not an airplane. That.
Where?
Oh, hold on.
Yeah, for me.
Exactly what I said. It's not a helicopter, man. Yeah, it's a right
What are you doing? Are you watching the soccer game?
now. No.
What?
Are we winning?
Why? No, we're losing by 1.
What?
Did you watch the soccer game?
No.
I mean the Niner game?
Oh yeah, we lost.
Sad.
Alright, whatever, Mom. Look at the photo I sent you.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay.
Number 1
Bottom
steps
of the
in now.
fifth, I'm gonna walk off with the
Ready
whole-
with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Number 1.
Hit hard
Oh
up the
my
middle.
God,
And that'll
man.
get down for a
What?
base
Get me
hit.
out.
So he goes after
Get
the
me
first
out.
pitch, and it's
Okay.
early trouble here this half of the inning. And it's in time. He's out at second as a
Thank
good
you.
relay
I'm going
gets
up
him.
to bat again. No, don't.
And boys, probably a
Okay, yeah.
handful of deserving candidates for our top player of the game award. But what do you say we go ahead and give it to the man who shut the door out of the pen?
Yeah, it's nice to have someone like this that you can call on to finish things out for you, and he came on to slam the door shut.
So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show. The Generals are victorious here, 7-5.
They left
Good night, everybody.
19 runners on base. For the Barons, 5 runs, 13 hits, no errors. They left 13 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 22 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please.
Oh, who's Linda Mendez? Even if you go.
The show's continuing coverage of minor league baseball is on the air. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Jackson Generals. James Bowers will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. On to first, and it's a broadcaster's dream at least to start the ball game tonight. 2 very quick outs now.
First baseman.
Number 1 will dig in now. 1 home run shy of 20 for the season so far.
Number
I'm
1.
a home run shy from 20. I don't want no ground ball. I want a
Here's the
home
first
run.
pitch to him. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on.
No, I don't want that right now.
Pulled high in the air out to
Oy,
left
that's an
field.
out.
Ledford is under it. 2 down. Number 1 will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Leading up for Birmingham. Second baseman. Number 1.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High and deep to left center field. Ledford ranging back. Gone! So a solo shot here to left center field, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far. As they extend the lead a bit, it's now 3-1.
Ah!
Boy, the ball is definitely jumping here early. That's the first home run we've seen.
Edwin Ledford will stand in here with a runner at first to start the inning. Now, I know both of you are more familiar with the art of hitting as opposed to the art of pitching, but on a wet night like this, who do you think?
I think it favors the pitcher. I know they're going to argue, well, the grip, but the ball doesn't carry on wet nights.
The ball doesn't
Number
carry
1
on wet
will
night.
dig in. 1 for 2, including a home run thus far.
Yeah, he definitely got a hold of that one earlier. He put a good swing on it.
Drilled down the
What?
line.
Foul ball.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Here's his swing, and just foul, says the umpire, and he was right on that one. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. A solo shot here to left. His second home run of the game, as it's now a 4-1 ball game. Roger Katimer will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. Hit out towards second, right to him. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
First out.
Number 1 will stand in again as he looks for home run number 3 in the ball game. As we flash you back here to his second home run. This was back in the 5th inning as he has the long ball working in his first few at-bats.
Get out of here.
Ibarra
Get out of here.
Chase. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 8th inning coming up. Well, the bats were certainly working in this one, but out of everybody, I'd say this man most deserves to be our top player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
10 hits.
So that...
Giselle.
Now from your exclusive home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show is on the air. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Biloxi Shuckers and the Chattanooga Lookouts. It's baseball, it's The Show, and it comes your way next.
Let's go.
Number 1 will stand in, coming off a 2-home run game a night ago.
Well, you look at the average on the season, guys, and he's not sneaking up on anybody. Pretty amazing numbers for him right there.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. An inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on the show. Number 1 steps in now.
Number 1.
And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul. Hot shot to third. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. William Parrott is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. And he'll step off. Now a move over to first.
No, he's safe.
And the runner back.
No, he's safe. Yeah, no.
Oh, and they've got him picked off. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. 3 innings complete. The Lookouts lead it 1-0. Leading off the inning, Ramon Flores. as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Patrick Hager will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips. Runners on the move for second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw, not in time. He's in there at second. 1 out and a runner on second base. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. He took second fairly easily. Any thought of third base here?
I don't think so. You've got a good hitter at the plate. A single is probably all he needs. I'd let him try to drive you in.
Into the windup and the pitch.
Number 1.
To short, hit hard. Tidwell is up with it. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Now batting,
William Parrott will dig in. Took a cold third strike his last time. Rob Karen steps in,
yes.
working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
So we're winning.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second.
Oh, yeah, huh?
And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. So they go quietly here in this half inning. On now to the bottom of it. Number 1 stands in.
number 1.
And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul.
That man was lucky.
And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1.
Don't you know they're 4-seamer? How dare you? Sorry, 2 4-seamers that you've done.
Swing and a line drive, but this will be foul. High and deep to left center field. Trejo going back to the track.
Get out.
And just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. The relay throw, and they're not going to get him at third, so runners. Ramon Flores will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
On to first, the double play. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he wound up turning things over to his bullpen in the 9th, but still, 8 strong innings for him. And he was hitting his spots all game long.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew. Back. The show's continuing coverage of minor league baseball is on the air. Coming up, we've got Ramon Flores will stand in. He comes off an 0-for-4 in last night's ball game.
Yeah, not really a great performance for him yesterday, but that's just part of this ball game. You have to know that those every once in a while.
On to first, and they get the double play. Number 1 will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least an RBI per game over his last 10, so yesterday's performance shouldn't have come as any big surprise to him.
And the recovery's too late as he's able to.
What?
William Parrott set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
He's running towards second. Pitch inside the throw. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. We've played an inning. Still nothing. Rolando Trejo will get a second shot now. He worked out a walk to open the ball game. On the ground is short. This could be 2. To second for 1. But they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first. Number 1 steps into the box. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Second base.
High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Flores looks up. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A solo shot here to left. Number 22 on the year. As they get on the board first, it's 1-0.
You want to talk about instant offense? How about the first pitch of the inning? He's just hoping to get ahead here with a first pitch strike, but now all of a sudden, he's got a guy circling the bases.
Alfonso Pena heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Sent on the ground. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
You can see me if you think you're better than me.
Number 1 will step in now. 2 for 2, including a home run thus far.
Yeah, having a pretty good one so far. We'll see if they pitch him any differently right here in this at-bat.
Scorched to third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. 5 innings complete. So stepping in, number 25, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Ground ball sent back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's now a 2-2 ball game. Brian Villalobos. Well, runs at something of a premium here in this matchup, so it doesn't make it quite as hard to find our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly...
Welcome to your Saturday edition of Inside the Show.
MLB The Show's coverage of minor league baseball is on the air as we continue our tour around. Brandon Drury gets his first try now, and he's seen that average climb the last week or so. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. He will go to shortstop covering, and they do get the force at second. That was not an easy play. Adolfo Arellano will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. On the ground to short. This could be 2. To second for 1. Back to first, and a great stretch there may be the difference. Number 1 will stand in for the first time now, and he does so with 22 home runs on the ledger so far. Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. Long throw to third. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single. Josh Gore will stand in. Couple of hits in that ball game last night.
Well, he's had 7 RBIs in his last 10 games, so he is producing runs, and he had another good one yesterday.
And he got him at second on a perfect throw. Number 1 steps in now.
Leading off for Chattanooga, second baseman, number 1.
Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1. Sharply hit ball back up the middle. And this will find its way into center field for a leadoff single. Digging in to try it again, Josh Gore. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
And with a man on first, it'll take at least another double to bring him in.
Hit hard to the right side. And that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning. Stepping in, Herbert Ivy. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
In there, no balls and a strike.
As a hitter here, you've got to make him get the ball up. You don't go swinging at pitches that are down in the zone and more likely to turn into double play balls.
Man, a fastball just misses. It's 1-1.
Oof. That high fastball is definitely a pitch guys will pop up, and that's what he's looking for on the mound. So that's good restraint to hold back and not swing.
Yeah. 2-2.
Now with 2 strikes, he can put the ground ball on the back burner and really go after the strikeout here.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Moving under it, Arellano. 1 down. And a relay to the plate. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. Number 1 will step in now. He's singled twice to this point.
Yeah, he's just been putting the ball in play, and so far it's working out nicely for him. Sometimes it is that simple.
A 1 pitch on its way. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Dages on the move. He gets there, and that's the second out. Number 1 will bat now 2 for 3 in the ballgame.
Yeah, he's been solid at the plate for his team. One of the better performers in their lineup, I'd say.
Now a bullet foul as the third base coach had to give it the old Olay that time. This is line to left, but this will be pulled in out there in left center. And guys, you can't win if you can't score, so there's probably not a whole lot of debate about who'll take home Topps Player of the Game honors in this one.
Yeah, definitely no debate as far as I'm concerned. He was really in complete control the whole way through. Only really got into trouble a few times, and he winds up with a complete game shutout.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. It's a win for Chattanooga. They come out on top. The show's continuing coverage of minor league baseball is on the air. Ought to be a good one here. Between the Number 1 will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least an RBI.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Number 23 for him thus far, as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Barney Pyle will dig in for a second time. A strikeout victim opening up the ball game. Trying to strike him out for the second time. And this is on the ground is short. Could be two. On to first, the double play. Number 1 stands in.
Now batting, number 1.
He's running towards second. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Calling for it, Ellis. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Number 1 steps into the box.
Now batting, number 1.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit. Josh Gore strides in, grounded out his last time through. On the ground to the right side, reined in. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one man left aboard. Benito Navarro is set to get us started for the late innings of this one. Sent on the ground out to second. A dive, and he knocks it down. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what... Sean Carver will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances. But he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. He'll come home with it, but it is not in time as they take the lead here in the late going. Number 1 will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. This is lifted into the air out towards center field. Ellis is there to make the catch, and a great job. Number 1 has a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap.
And in the field, I got to expect them to be playing what's called no doubles defense, Matt. Basically, you got to guard the lines in the infield and in the...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So they can't get that winning run home, and that means we'll have to go. Benito Reyes comes to the plate as the leadoff man here in the 11th inning.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Hit out towards second. And taken in out there for the first out. A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys. But what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really led his guys to this victory.
So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The... Now from your exclusive home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show is on the air. Number 1 will stride in now. 2 hits for him, including a home run in last night's contest.
Well, you look at the average on the season, guys, and he's not sneaking up on anybody. Pretty amazing numbers for him right there. So yesterday's performance, obviously no fluke.
Ellis moves over. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Ralph Dages will stand in. Couple of hits in that ball game last night.
Well, Matt, he just continues this string of his last 10 games where he's hitting over 300. He has those really, really nice games mixed in.
Got him.
Throw gets him, 2 down. Clinton Ellis is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Drilled right back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Being waved on home. The run scores from second. It's now a 2-1. Number 1 will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one.
Leading off for Chattanooga. Second
Hit
baseman,
hard back up the middle, and that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning. And the screen shows the story right there as that hitting streak. Josh Gore will try things again. He hit that two-run homer his first time.
Yeah, he absolutely crushed it earlier, so let's see if he can get into another one in this at-bat.
Pitch is a cold strike. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second. No one out with a runner at second. Runner goes for third. Hit sharply on the ground, and that's through, a base hit. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 3-2 ball game. Number 1 will step in. He's singled in 2 trips thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Number 1.
Hot shot to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. 5 innings complete. Number 1 steps in now.
Now batting, number 1.
Into the windup and the pitch. Line drive to left. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. The relay. And it's in time. He's out at second as a good relay gets him. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game.
Uy.
Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Wednesday. In the AL Central, the Tigers combined to allow only 4 hits as they grabbed the win over the visiting Twins, 1-0. The Kansas City Royals.
Deuces.
Now from your exclusive home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show is on the air. Number 1 will stand in now. He drove in the other of their 2 runs last night.
Oh, you look for a guy to produce? He's got 9 RBIs in his last 10 games, and he had another good one yesterday as well.
Ibarra going back at the track, the wall, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Number 1 steps in now.
Leading off for the Lookouts, second baseman, number 1.
Hard liner toward short. Well, this will be taken in out there at short, and that's the first out of the inning. Number 1 will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His second of the game as they take the lead. It's now 4-2. Number 1 will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, we take you back to inning number 6. This was his second home run of the ball game as he'll stand in here looking for number 3. And this is into the gap for his third hit of the night, and it'll be good for extra bases. And he is into second with a double, his third hit of the night. Terrence Hamilton takes his turn now, looking to add some insurance to their lead in the form of that run standing out at second base. And they got him. Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
No, it's the second one. Oh, yeah, you can tell.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over. MLB The Show's coverage of minor league baseball is on the air as we continue our tour around the minor league. Number 1 will stand in. He, too, had 3 hits in the win last night.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least an RBI per game over his last 10, so yesterday's performance shouldn't have come as any big surprise to anybody.
And he'll scramble back to first safely. Josh Gore stands in for the first time now, looking to stay hot. He's been a real force at the plate over the last week or so. 2-0 count, and the pitch. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. It skips in, and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
And later in the game, maybe you question this decision to run because you worry about taking the bat out of the hands of one of your best hitters. But here in a scoreless game, I doubt they're going to put him on. So that was a good...
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. So they get a man to second here in the opening half inning, but fail to capitalize. Number 1 stands in. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around third and being waved on home. In to score, the runner from second. And the run will score all the way from first. And he'll make it to third with a triple.
Well, this is what happens when you dig yourself a hole.
Josh Gore digs in now with 2 already home and a potential third waiting in the wings only 90 feet away.
Well, runs often come in bunches, Matty, and we're going to have to see if that's the case right here.
Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile, the runner is in to score. Number 1 will be the batter. 2 for 2 with a triple to this point.
Having a nice one at the plate. Looks to be very comfortable in the box right now.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Shelton giving chase, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's now 7-1. Josh Gore will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far.
Yeah, just sort of rolling over on it, guys. See if you can make a small adjustment and get through one here.
Runner's on his way to third. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw gets him. 2 down. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. Charlton Carmichael stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Cleanly, and a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem over there at first as that will end the inning. Nothing across here this half of the inning. Number 1 will dig in now, and he'll complete the cycle if he can knock one over the wall here.
Yeah, Matt, kind of a tall order, but then again, so is logging a single, double, and a triple in the same game. I wouldn't be surprised to see him swinging for the trees right here.
The run scores from second. It's a 9-1 ball game. And he is out. Edgar Ibarra will get his third shot at it here. He's bounced out and popped out in his previous 2 trips.
Well, on the bright side, I guess, he is putting the ball in play. He's just not getting that solid contact. Guys really seeing the ball well.
On the first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. Number 1 steps in trying to make this a 5-hit ball game.
And I've got a great idea of how to pitch him here on this one. One word: don't.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Baxter moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game. Back here with our minor league. The show's continuing coverage of minor league baseball is on the air. Ought to be a good one here. Number 1 strides forward with a hot bat in his hands. Great numbers over the past few games. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Running hard, he's digging for second. And he's in there safely. He's got a double. And that, as you see, will extend his hitting streak to an even 30 ball games. That is some month of baseball.
I'll tell you, 30 straight games with a base hit, that's rarefied air. Not too many guys get to that point.
Josh Gore steps up to the plate with a great chance to drive in a run here in the early going.
And, you know, you hear it all the time, but scoring first really is a big deal in this game.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Danger averted. Roger Katimer will stand in. Couple of hits in that ball game last night.
Well, guys, one good game does not a season make. He's been hitting under 250 over his last 10 games, so hopefully he's figured something out.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. An inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on the show. Leading off the inning, Mike Baxter, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Hard hit ball to second. Oh, what a slide. He's up with it. The throw in time.
Oh, what a play.
Right fielder.
Number 1 steps into the box. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit in the air to left. Baxter moves over. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. James in time. He drew a base on balls to lead off the home first. Ripped down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. Michael Tony is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to sometimes.
The second for one, on to first, and they get them both. Number one will dig in. 1 for 2 with a double in this one.
The batter, number 1.
Foul tip into the catcher's glove. It's strike one. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Baxter ranging back, and this one is gone. A home run.
Too good for this dumb game. Too good for this dumb game.
On the season, as they extend the lead. Number one will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
You can hit me with that slide.
Well, he's homered, he's doubled, and now he adds a single to that total. He's left himself with the toughest leg of the cycle remaining, but he'll at least have a chance to pick up that 4th and final leg next time through the order.
Josh Gore will get another shot, hit by a pitch his last time. And he'll step off. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Nobody out, runner on first.
1, 2.
Runners on the move for second. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Runner going a second time. A swing, and it's popped in the air back behind first. Katimer backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out. Throw back to second, and that's a double play.
The batter.
Well, you never want to fault a guy for showing hustle and trying to make something happen. But there are good gambles and there are bad gambles, and this one didn't seem to have a chance at working out.
Number one will stand in another dangerous spot here in the inning as this ball game is hanging on the precipice of getting out of hand.
Yeah, I think you have to get this guy if you're going to have any chance of sticking around. Even a single here might put this one out of reach.
1 run is scored. And not in time as the second run scores.
Well, if you want to point fingers at who's to blame for this disaster, you're going to need both hands. In the pitching, the batting, the defense, the execution. Just draw a line through this one. This one's been an absolute disaster.
Josh Gore stands in. The 8th man to bat in the inning as he'll get a shot now with 2 on and 2 out.
Oh, this has been a very nice inning for them so far.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So 3 runs on 3 hits. No errors. And as we wrap things up here, what do you say we name this guy right here as the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award?
Yeah, just a great.
back here with our MLB The Show's coverage of minor league baseball is on the air as we continue our tour around. Number 1 will stand in right on the heels of a 4-for-5 ball game a night ago.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least an RBI per game over his last 10, so yesterday's performance shouldn't have come as any big surprise to anybody.
And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out. Roger Katimer will stand in, and he wasn't alone in wearing the collar in last night's ball game in which the team could muster all of 1 run. Grounded softly to the right. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. Number 1 stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
Shelton giving chase, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. In to score the runner from third. The runner from first crosses the plate, and he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed. And as you see right there, this streak will continue. Coming to the plate now, Josh Gore, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits. Digging in the switch hitter, Dirk Parker, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
You know, and this is his power side from the left side. He's got quite a bit more pop in that bat, hitting left-handed.
And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. The run scores from second. It's a 3-2 ball game. Roger Katimer will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. A double play ball to second, 4. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Edgar Ibarra will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. Oh, that one got the pitcher. Recovery throw is not in time, and that'll go down as a painful. Number 1 steps in now.
Now batting, number 1.
First pitch of the at-bat. Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, and that is 27 for him on the year. Leading off the inning, Jesus Sucre, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. Edgar Ibarra ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Number 1 will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going.
0-1.
And that's cut on and missed, 0-1. Swing and a liner, but this is a foul ball. Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Shelton ranging back, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo shot here to left. His 2nd home run of the game as we are all tied at 5.
Well, it seems to me like we've seen this before.
Digging in to try it again, J.J. Fagan. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. On the ground, softly towards second. Fielded cleanly. Throw not in time, and he beats it out for his third hit tonight. Number 1 will get another shot at it here as we take you back to inning number 7. This was his second home run of the ball game, as he'd like nothing more than to make it 3 right here. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. The throw into second. Around second. He'll try for third. Well, he thought about going for third, and now that runner's in no man's land out there. A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim 1-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. Well, the bats were certainly working in this one, but out of everybody, I'd say this man most deserves to be our top player of the game.
Fans are no
One second, down by 2 games. This cubes. That's right, you stay down at 4.
Back here with our minor league pregame show. Now from your exclusive home for minor league baseball, MLB The Show is on the air. Number 1 digs in here for his first appearance.
Number 1.
Runners on the move for second. Fly ball heading for the alley. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. The runner from first comes all the way around to score. And he is in there. And the streak will continue as he creeps even higher up the all-time list.
Well, you feel so good at the plate, but now there's so much pressure on you to continue to get those base hits. We'll see how long you can keep doing it.
Josh Gore will stand in, and as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against the southpaws than he does against right-handers. Hard hit ball to second. Hirsch scoops it up. Only play is going to be to first, so score it as an RBI ground out as the lead moves. Gabriel Aguila steps in here to start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow.
Yeah, and you know he's the number 9 hitter, but you've got to go to the plate right now thinking like a leadoff guy. Just find a way to get on base and then give those 1, 2, 3 guys a chance to drive you in or do something. Oh, you talk about being
Number 1 steps in now.
Now batting, number 1.
High and deep to right center. Aguila
Get
back at the track, the wall, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. 29 home runs for him on the year as they move on top 4-0. Number 1 will get another shot here. He's homered and tripled thus far.
Well, he's halfway to the cycle, and the tough ones are already out of the way. Let's see if he can keep that train rolling.
Now a swing and a fly ball, and that will end up a foul ball. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And just past his outstretched glove into left, the base hit. 1 run is scored. And not in time as the second run scores. Josh Gore gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors. Herbert Peacock Strides in, grounded out his last time through.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
A pause and the 0-2. On the ground is short. This could be 2. Back to first, but it's right over his head. Number 1 will stride in, but first we take you back to the 3rd as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. A solo shot here to left. His second home run of the game as this lead swells to 7-0. Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, maybe a little disappointing that he could only get 3/4 of the cycle, especially since he got the 2 hardest ones out of the way. But all in all, still a great offensive performance.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. It's a win for Chattanooga. They come out on top 7-3. Good night, everybody.
4 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 2 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 11 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Welcome back to the Minor League Pregame Show. I'm Matt Vasgersian, bringing you closer to Southern League play as we take a look at tonight's Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Number 1 is our focus. Coming off a last game in which he was really outstanding in the clutch moments, collecting a whole bucket full of RBI, so he'll be looking to emulate that type of performance here again in this one.
Yeah, and you said it, Matt. He was clutch. And, you know, some guys just have that uncanny ability to come through when it really matters.
MLB The Show's coverage of minor league baseball is on the air as we continue our tour around. Number 1 will stand in for the first time here. 30 home runs for him on the season so far. He's set. Here it comes. Runner goes for second, and he pops up the bunt attempt. And good awareness behind the plate as he'll make the quick basket catch for the second out. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to Juan Perez stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Here's a little chopper up the middle. And indeed, he won't try to force it at second. He'll just flip on to first for the sure out. Number 1 stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the 3rd.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Line drive to left, and that'll get down out there. In to score is the runner from third. It's a 6-1 game. Eric Garcia will dig in. He singled his first time around. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Now a long throw home. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
That's a good approach right there with 2 away. He's just going to shorten up the stroke and take it right back up the middle. That'll be good enough to get the job done and pick up the 2-out RBI.
Brad Montoya steps into the box, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home in the inning so far.
Well, this could be a huge inning or maybe the end of the inning. This is a pivotal at-bat in one of the turning points of this ballgame right here.
And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. And the runner from third scores as they try and work their way back into this one. Number 1 will dig in. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame.
Number 1.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is line to left. Catch is made. Here comes the runner from third. Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. Kazuhito Nakamura will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. This is popped high in the air toward the right side of the infield.
I got it.
Morales is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. The 5, 6, and 7 slot. Number 1 will dig in. 1 hit and 2 official trips thus far.
Second baseman. Number 1.
Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Perez is there. And that's the first out of the inning. Rod Brewster ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometime.
And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Number 1 stands in. First pitch coming. Here it is. This is lifted out to left. Iverson shading to his right. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly. And a good offensive performance here, but I think we can agree on naming this fellow right here as our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was a thorn in their side all game long. You'll see there, he winds up with a 3-hit ball game, and a couple of those were key hits.
It's time for baseball now as the show's tour of the minors continues with a stop in the sun. Number 1 will stand in for the first time here. 30 home runs for him on the season so far. First pitch on its way. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Now time called at the plate as he'll step out and try and start it again. The 1-0 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that. Number 1 will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. High and deep to right center field. McGee looks up. Gone! So it's a 2-run shot to right center. Number 31 for him on the season. Ricky Riddick in now. He went down looking in his first trip to the plate.
Yeah, it's always a frustrating thing to go down looking, but you know what? Everybody does. Let that one go and make the next AB count.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half. On now to the bottom half of inning. Juan Perez will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Hit out towards second. He's got it. And the run is in to score from third. It's a 3-2 ball game. Number 1 digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home.
And this will be a base hit as the runner will come in to score from third, and we are tied at 3 apiece.
First baseman number